Hey, what is going on, guys? This is the SS Ultimate Goku back with another video, and today I'm gonna be talking about the Mortal Kombat 2 movie that just came out like about a week ago. I got the privilege of seeing this movie on Tuesday following its release from its opening weekend. Um, and it did not disappoint. It was amazing. Mortal Kombat 2, by far, right now, in my personal opinion, is the best film this year to date so far. Now, of course, more movies are coming out. Um, Obviously, the year isn't over. But as of right now, as of me making this video right now, I believe this is the best movie that has come out this year. In 2026. Another thing that I like about this, again, best movie in 2026 so far. But in my opinion, also, and I think a lot of people's opinions, the consensus I'm getting from most people, including myself, is Mortal Kombat 2 was miles. Mortal Kombat 2, the movie, was miles better than Mortal Kombat 1. Mortal Kombat 1, they kind of tried to do a little bit here and there. And, it was good for what it was. Better than their original movie they made in 95. But, Mortal Kombat 1 had a lot of problems, but it was good for what it was. Mortal Kombat 2 felt more like a movie that tried to be like the game, in a weird way. It was a movie, but it tried to do more game, homages compared to the first one, where it was trying to kind of take it out of the game world and make it more of what it would be like as a movie. There were a couple, obviously, changes they did from the first one, because this was a sequel to that first film. The biggest change that they made, there was a few, but the noticeable change that they made that I really liked, and I'll say it because I've said it before, but I did like how everyone, no matter what their character was, whether they typically would speak Japanese or a different language or, whatever, that everybody spoke one language in the movie throughout so you could understand what they were saying. And when I say that, I am talking specifically about movies appealing to the language of what they're being marketed for. Now, as we all know, in Mortal Kombat 1, the movie, there was a language barrier issue because Scorpion, as we all know, Scorpion and Sub-Zero, they obviously speak canonized different languages. You know what I'm saying? Scorpion being Japanese. So what they did in the first one was what they did the first one, and this is what not everybody does this, but a lot of sometimes movies and sometimes in anime dubs they do this, even though it doesn't really make sense because you're trying to market to that specific language. They'll try to have the canon characters speak that language on top of, the language barrier that the country is being marketed for, speaking the traditional language that's marketing for the audience. I'm not a fan of that. I think, if you're marketing for an English market, you should have everyone speaking English the whole way through. Same thing when you're taking it to a Japanese market, you're going to have the dubbed language in there. So I was happy that Mortal Kombat 2 kind of did that here. Um, because I just think it's just so much easier for everybody else to understand the language barrier. You know what I'm saying? And you get to hear it. I got to really understand what Scorpion was saying. Because in the last movie, you know Scorpion wasn't speaking English; he was speaking Japanese. And obviously, it's kind of hard to follow the subs, as we've talked about on this channel, because we talk about anime dubs all the time, because this is a dub channel, specifically. So I was very happy that I could actually understand what Scorpion was saying, and make it out, and not have to try to follow the subtitles, because that's just very hard to follow. As I've talked about this for anime dubs. So I was very happy about that. Another change they did was when they did the iconic "Get Over Here," instead of actually having the Scorpion actor say it, like they did last time, which was it was good. Don't get me wrong, but they did they did "Get Over Here," but it was Ed, the co-creator of Mortal Kombat, who for the video games always does "Get Over Here." You know what I'm saying? So I popped for that, man. I fucking popped for that shit. Because Scorpion's my favorite character in Mortal Kombat. So I fucking popped when they fucking did a Scorpion. Because Scorpion, like I said, Scorpion's my favorite Mortal Kombat character. So when he did the "Get Over Here," I was fucking, oh, fuck. But yeah, no, like, but that's something I really like that they did in it. Some of the real littlest things. A lot of eye candy. Finish him. They put that in there. They did like game angles, like they would do setup fights where they would have the two people aligned exactly how they would be in the video game or whatever, which I thought was pretty cool. They did that. There was a lot of good things that they did in this movie, and a lot of different change ups compared to the first one. Again, spoilers, and we're already kind of into spoilers, but again, spoilers. Big change was Liu Kang was killed in this. He did not become the champion in this. So that was a big change. Johnny Cage also being one of the heroes in this, and had a very good character development in this movie. I thought was very, very cool and interesting. But I was on the edge of my seat the whole way through with this movie. And man, I was just very happy with the movie. I liked everything about the movie. I liked. I can't really. There wasn't really anything I could think of. I mean, I would have liked Johnny Cage to be a little, because Johnny Cage, they made a little older in this movie. They presented him as more of an older character, that kind of, has lost his way, compared to like how he is in how he's at least portrayed in a lot of the video games. But for the most part, I mean, it's a very good movie. I mean, highly entertaining. If you haven't seen the movie, which hopefully you have, because I'm already talking about spoilers right now, but still go see it. It's a fucking good movie. A lot of twists and turns. Very happy with it. Um, um, and I don't know what to say. I mean, just the atmosphere and the feel of it is just so much better compared to the first one. And the first one, it just felt like they were trying to figure out what they wanted to do. They were like trying to make a video game movie realistic into a movie, but still try to do certain things here and there to make it make sense like the games. But in the second one, it felt like they perfected it. It felt like they truly perfected what they wanted to do. Um, and they didn't do everything the same like the games. They kind of went in their own direction, but they did it in a way where it felt like it still made sense. Um, Especially to the direction they want to go. Like they know what direction I feel like they know which direction they want to go for the third Mortal Kombat movie. I feel like they know what they want to do. I felt like coming out of the first Mortal Kombat movie, they didn't really exactly know what they wanted to do, but it was still good for what it was. But it was not great compared to this one. This one is like an all-time classic. Okay, this is one of those rare occasions that the first one was not better than the sequel. The sequel was way better. It goes right up there with T2 because T1 was great too. But T1 was a great movie, but T2 obviously that's what most people regard for. Empire Strikes Back for Star Wars is regarded as better than the first movie. Hope, right? New Hope. I think Mortal Kombat 2, the movie, is going to go down as one of those type of things where it's one of the rare times where a sequel is better than the original film that it's doing a trilogy of. So I like where it's going. I can't wait to see more. Hopefully, it won't take as long for them to make this movie. Compared to other ones, but I have a sneaking suspicion we're going to be waiting a long time for the third movie, regardless of how good this movie does, because of the whole thing with Warner Brothers going on right now. Unfortunately, as we all know, the whole Warner Brothers sales thing is going on right now. So, um, you know, we might be in for a big delay as a result of that, unfortunately. But yeah, I mean, and even the stuff they did with Shao Kahn, I think, too. Yeah, the way they depicted Shao Kahn was very well done too. I was kind of afraid how they were going to depict him in this, but I thought he was very well placed. And again, they did a lot of things. Like they did a lot of game, eye candies. Like a lot of things that you would see. Like they did a lot of game angles. Like a lot of things that you would see in the game, they did in here. As a little eye candy, it'd be like, okay, yeah, here you go. But they did it in a way where it made sense. It wasn't like, oh, we're just putting it in there just for the sake of putting it in there. They put it in there where it made sense in each battle. So it was like, so it still flew just fine. So yeah, absolutely loved Mortal Kombat 2. This is just me kind of talking about it. This is not like a review of the video or the review of the movie. This is kind of just giving my thoughts and opinions on the movie and how great it was because it deserves that praise. You know what I'm saying? Awesome movie. Make sure to comment, rate, subscribe, like, all that stuff. I'm out of here. I am the S Ultimate Goku. I'm out of here. Peace. Also, make sure, besides my YouTube channel, follow the Twitch, the Instagram, and I do have a Discord link in the description where we discuss various topics, including this one here. Now,